you what though, boy oh boy. Oh man! The thrower blanket over them. But it's battle stations, white flag comes out. She's on for young and old, this one.
Has he got the job done? Looks like he has on the inside.
The pace is electric out in front.
This heat sponsored by AJ Auto Electrical Limited. They're all lining up there. Braxton Casey down in gate 1. Taylor Wellsmore in that gate 2. Bit slow out of the gate, but once again, Braxton Casey right in amongst it. Eli Bartley, is it, on that 5 bike is in that 3rd spot. The 41 of Ryland Casey, he's gone up into 2nd place, trying to get the drop on Braxton. So it's Braxton Casey leading the way from Ryland Casey in 2nd spot. Eli Bartley in that 3rd place. 4th place is the 66 of Caden Cracknell and the 88 of Taylor Wellsmore in that 5th position. Whoop, one down. The white flags come out though. And it's the 41 of Ryland Casey that's in the lead now from the 5i of Eli Bartley in that 2nd spot. It must have been Braxton that had the wee fall. And the 66 of Caden Cracknell, he will take that 3rd position. Braxton has to settle for 4th, and Taylor Wellsmore sitting there in that 5th spot. In the PB Division 2 Heat 1, we've got the 7 of Alexia Askew, who will come out of gate 1. The 44 of Sam Coulthard will come out of gate 2. The 9 of Slade Fordyce will come out of gate 3. And the 6 of Cooper Early, oh, bit of rivalry before they even get to the track. A bit of shoulder charging, that's hardly cricket. And the 6 of Cooper Early will be in gate 4. Slade Fordyce, as I said, gate 3. These two wee fellas having a bit of a bump up as they get across the big track here. Tapes up and away they go. They send them away fairly smartly here today. And it looks like the 9 of Slade Fordyce, who's hit the lead there. 2nd place is that the 44 of Sam Coulthard, just getting, oh no, sorry, that was the 6 of Cooper Early, sorry. Then the 44 of Sam Coulthard, and then the 7 of Alexia Askew is the way they're running at the moment. So out in front, it's the 9 bike of Slade Fordyce. Sitting there in that 2nd spot is Cooper Early. 3rd place is the 44 of Sam Coulthard, and Alexia Askew rounds them out in that 4th position. They've got 1 lap left to go, and it's still Slade Fordyce. So there's a good win there to the 9 of Slade Fordyce. The 6 of Cooper Early comes in that 2nd spot. Wow. So Lucas and Ryan Colvin, the 21 and 25, gate 1 and 2. The 28 of Hayden Brooklands, gate 3. And the 10i of Corey Russell is in gate 4. This heat sponsored by C. Brown Builders Limited. Tapes go and away they go. Hayden Brooklyn got out fairly smartly, so did that 21 bike of Lucas Colvin. So they're side by side down that back straight. Down through turns 3 and 4 they go. Hayden Brooklyn leading the way from Lucas Colvin. Then Ryan Colvin in that 3rd spot, and Corey Russell just having a wee problem there, and he's on the infield. So it's Hayden Brookland from Lucas Colvin. Ryan Colvin turns it right round and carries on again. Well done, Ryan. So it's Hayden Brookland still from Lucas Colvin sitting there in that second spot, and Ryan Colvin there in that third position. They've got 1 lap left to go. It's still Hayden Brookland from Lucas Colvin and Ryan Colvin there in that third place. So another win here to Hayden Brookland. He'll take the win from the 21 of Lucas Colvin, and third place there will go to Ryan Colvin on that 25 bike. Right, the Junior Solo 125s. This one sponsored by City Chiropractic. We will see the 11 of Tyler Bain Hoy coming out of gate 1. The 86 of Finn Reid will come out of gate 2. And the 14 of Cormac Buchanan will come out of gate 3. So Tyler Bain Hoy on the blue bike there in gate 1 on the bike number 11. Him beside him on the yellow machine, the 86 of Finn Reid, and on the outside the 14 of Cormac Buchanan. So Cormac Buchanan from the outside, he gets away fairly smartly, but Finn Reid slips up the inside of them as they go down through turns 3 and 4, and it's Finn Reid just narrowly from Cormac Buchanan. As they come back through that back straight, Cormac Buchanan slides underneath Finn Reid and goes up into that first position. The 86 of Finn Reid goes back to second, and in that third spot is Tyler Bain Hoy. So Cormac Buchanan leading the way here from that the 86 bike of Finn Reid, and the 11 bike of Tyler Bain Hoy. So a good win here to Cormac Buchanan on that 14i. He'll take the win from the 86 of Finn Reid and the 11 of Tyler Bain Hoy there in that third position. Right, Crackers Contracting sponsored heat of the Junior Solos, the 125s, heat 2. We'll see the 53i of Jacob Vorkamp will come out of gate 1. The 55i of Dakota Kringle will come out of gate 2. And the 44i of Mason Coulthard will come out of gate 4. This heat sponsored by Crackers Contracting. Jeff Garnham lining them up here. Tapes going, away they go. From the outside, Mason Coulthard got away fairly quickly, but so did Dakota Kringle on that 55 bike, and he's the man that hits the front as they go through turns 3 and 4. So Dakota Kringle on that 55 bike leading the way from the 44 of Mason Coulthard and the 53 of Jacob Vorkamp. Sliding back down through turns 3 and 4 they go once again. Dakota Kringle got a reasonably handy lead now over that 44 bike of Mason Coulthard and the 53 of Jacob Vorkamp. So 1 lap left to run. It's Dakota Kringle still. There's been no change as he goes through turns 1 and 2. Cranks the throttle on as he heads down that back straight and through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. It's Dakota Kringle who'll take the win from the 44 of Mason Coulthard and the 53 of Jacob Vorkamp, ending up there in that third position. Rightio, next round of our peewees lining up here. We've got Ryland Casey in gate 1, Eli Bartley gate 2, Braxton Casey gate 3, Taylor Wells Moore gate 4, Caden Cracknell gate 5, and away they go. Right into it. It looks like Braxton Casey once again. Whoops, we've got a man down. This heat of the peewees, incidentally sponsored by Dig It Earth Moving. Red flags out. There's a race stoppage. Look like the 41 of Ryland Casey, who had that wee off. They're going to put them all back in again, by the looks of things. So Ryland Casey takes a spot down in gate 1, and beside him Eli Bartley, then the 29 of Braxton Casey, the 88 of Taylor Wells-Moore, and the 66 of Caden Cracknell. This the Dig It Earth Moving sponsored heat of the Pee-wees Division 1, Heat 2. This time the number 5 of Eli Bartley, he got out fairly smartly. Braxton Casey's going to try and hunt him down as they go down through turns 3 and 4. It's still Eli Bartley leading the way from Braxton Casey in that second spot. Third place is the 41 of Ryland Casey. In that third position is the 66 of Caden Cracknell, and rounding him out the 88 of Taylor Wells-Moore. Now Braxton Casey gets to the lead over Eli Bartley in that second spot. Then the 41 of Mason Coulthard, of Ryland Casey. Through they come. Braxton Casey will take the win from the 5 of Eli Bartley and the 41 of Ryland Casey in that third position. Caden Cracknell takes out 4th place, and Taylor Wells-Moore will take out that 5th position. Pee-wee Division 2. This is the Dino Tech sponsored heat of the Pee-wees Division 2. And we should see the 44 of Sam Coulthard in gate 1, the 6 of Cooper Early in gate 2, the 7 of Alexia Askew in gate 3, and the 9 of Slade Fordyce in gate 4. Tapes go, and it looked like the 6 of Cooper Early, who goes through to the lead. So Cooper Early leads the charge from the 9 of Slade Fordyce in that second spot. And fourth place, is Alexia Askew. So at the moment, Cooper Early on that 6 bike. He's leading the way from the 9 of Slade Fordyce and the 44 of Sam Coulthard. Alexia Askew in that fourth position. Still the 6 of Cooper Early, the 9 of Slade Fordyce in that second spot. Still third place is still the 44 of Sam Coulthard. So a good win there to Cooper Early. Second place going to the 9 of Slade Fordyce, and third place going to the 44 of Sam Coulthard. Right, the junior solos. The 200cc class. This heat sponsored by E. Hayes and Sons Limited. We will have the 28i of Hayden Brookland, the 21i of Lucas Colvin, the 10i of Corey Russell, and the 25i of Ryan Colvin. So Hayden Brookland on that 28 bike, gate 1, the 21 of Lucas Colvin, gate 2, the 10 of Corey Russell, gate 3, and the 25 of Ryan Colvin is gate 4. This is heat 2 of the Junior 200, sponsored by E. Hayes and Sons Limited. Lining up, tapes go, and away they go. Looks like Corey Russell's striking a problem again. Hayden Brookland and Lucas Colvin having a battle here for 1 and 2. The 25 of Ryan Colvin there in that third spot. Ryan slides underneath his brother and gets up into that second place. Lucas goes back to third. but it's Hayden Brooklyn that's got a march on him here now as he slides back down through turns 1 and 2. Second place is still the 21 of Lucas Colvin and the 25 of Ryan Colvin there in that third position. Hayden Brooklyn out in front from the 21 of Lucas Colvin in that second spot. A good win to Hayden Brooklyn though. Second place going to Lucas Colvin, third place there to Ryan Colvin on that 25 bike. So young Hayden really getting into it there. Right, the junior solos, the 125s. This is heat 3, race 19 in the program. The 44 of Mason Coulthard out of gate 1. The 55 of Dakota Kringle out of gate 2. And the 11 of Tyler Bain Hoy out of gate 3. Dakota Kringle having a wee problem there. Oh, he's up out of running now. So out in front, it is the 44 of Mason Coulthard over the 11 of Tyler Bain Hoy in that second spot. And Dakota Kringle, with all that hard work to do after that bit of a shuddery start, is in that third position. So the 44 Mason Coulthard comes through here in first place. The 11 of Tyler Bain Hoy still there in second. And Dakota Kringle closing up from that third spot after that bit of a slow start. He's right on the back wheel of Tyler Bain Hoy. 1 lap left to go. Still Mason Coulthard leading the way from Tyler Bain Hoy and Dakota Kringle. So a good win there to Mason. Second place going to Tyler Bain Hoy and third place there going to Dakota Kringle. Race 20 in the program, heat 4 for the junior solos, the 125s. We've got the 14 of Cormac Buchanan, the 53 of Jacob Voorkamp, and the 86 of Finn Reid. This heat sponsored by Engineering Sheet Metal and Marine Limited. So tapes up, they're underway. Cormac Buchanan gets a flyer out of that gate 1. In that second spot at the moment, it's Finn Reid that's going to fly through on Jacob Voorkamp. Jacob Voorkamp trying to hold on. He goes back to third though. So it's Cormac Buchanan once again showing a bit of dominance here in the 125s as he slides back down through turns 3 and 4. Finn Reid there in that second spot, and third place is the 53i of Jacob Voorkamp. Young Cormac Buchanan sliding through there with ease. 1 lap left to run. It looks like Jacob's gone on an outfield excursion, and Finn Reid still there in that second spot as Jacob rejoins in that third spot. So another good win there to Cormac Buchanan. He takes the win from Finn Reid in second spot, and third place there will go to the 53 bike of Jacob Voorkamp.
All right. Every day is Judgment Day.
Maybe somewhere down the road away,
The end of the line.
you'll think of me and wonder where I am these
Looks
days.
like it's going to be, at the moment, Caden Cracknell, is it, on that 66 bike? No, it's not. It's the 41 of Sam Coulthard. Mason Coulthard. 41 is Ryland Casey. Goodness gracious me. Then the 88 of Taylor Wells Moore in that fifth spot. But it's Braxton Casey out in front from the 5 of Eli Bartley. Then the 41 of Ryland Casey in that fourth spot. So a good win there to Braxton Casey once again. Second place going to Eli Bartley on that 5 bike. The 41 of Ryland Casey ends up in that third spot. Caden Cracknell in that fourth place, and Taylor Wells Moore in that fifth position. PB Division 2, Heat 3. The 7 of Alexia Askew goes out of gate 1. Slade Fordyce, the 9 bike, is in gate 2. The 6 of Cooper Early is in gate 3. And the 44 of Sam Coulthard is gate 4. The tapes up and away they go. It's Cooper Early on that 6 bike who comes out in front. Second place is the 9 of Slade Fordyce. Then we've got Sam Coulthard on that 44 bike in that 3rd spot, and Alexia Askew on the 7 bike in that 4th position. So Cooper Early on that 6 bike leading the way from the 9 of Slade Fordyce and the 44 of Sam Coulthard. And Alexia Askew still there in that 4th place. So young Cooper Early on that 6 bike comes round to get the checkered flag. Second place goes to the 9 of Slade Fordyce. Third place going to the 44 of Sam Coulthard. And 4th place going to the 7 of Alexia Askew. Right, the junior solos, the 200s. The 10 of Corey Russell in gate 1. The 28 of Hayden Brookland in gate 2. The 25 of Ryan Colvin is gate 3. And the 21 of Lucas Colvin is gate 4. This heat sponsored by Food at Clifton. Tapes going away they go. Hayden Brookland gets out of there fairly smartly. So did the 21 of Lucas Colvin. They're side by side down that back straight and through turns 3 and 4. They go locked together. It looks like Lucas Colvin and Hayden Brookland having a great battle here. Hayden Brookland just in front of Lucas Colvin as they slide back down through turns 3 and 4 once again. There's frantic here. Lucas Colvin, Hayden Brookland. Oh, now Lucas Colvin just gets himself in front of Hayden Brookland. Back in that 3rd place is Ryan Colvin. And 4th place is Corey Russell. So the 21 of Lucas Colvin, he hits the front over Hayden Brookland in that 2nd spot, and Ryan Colvin there in that 3rd spot. So a good win there to Lucas Colvin on that 21 bike. The 28 of Hayden Brookland takes 2nd, the 25 of Ryan Colvin takes 3rd, and the 10 of Corey Russell takes 4th place. So that was the Food at Clifton sponsored heat. This one sponsored by GoPro Invercargill. We've got the 86 of Finn Reid down there in gate 1, and beside him the 44 of Mason Coulthard and the 55 of Dakota Kringle. This is the GoPro Invercargill sponsored heat. This time the Mason Coulthard gets out pretty smartly. Dakota Kringle, he's in that 2nd spot. Finn Reid sitting there in that 3rd place. Through they come, 1 lap completed. It's Mason Coulthard on that 44 bike who leads the way from Dakota Kringle on that 55 bike in that 2nd spot, and the 86 of Finn Reid is back there in that 3rd place. There's no change as they circulate here. The white flag comes out, 1 lap left to run. Mason Coulthard, they will get that white flag ahead of Dakota Kringle on that 55 bike in that 2nd spot. And 3rd place Finn Reid on that 86 bike. So a good one here to Mason Coulthard. A good 2nd there to Dakota Kringle on the 55 bike. And Finn Reid coming in there in that 3rd place on the 86 bike. Right, McLeod Diesel Limited sponsored heat of the Junior Solos 125s. We will see the 11 of Tyler Bain Hoy in gate 1. The 14 I of Cormac Buchanan gate 2. And the 53i of Jacob Vorkamp is in gate 3. Tapes up and away they go. Once again, Cormac Buchanan slides out of that gate like he was on a catapult. He's gone. Second place is Tyler Bain Hoy on that 11 bike, and the 53 of Jacob Vorkamp sitting there in that third position. So Cormac Buchanan on that 49 leads the way from Tyler Bain Hoy and Jacob Vorkamp. There's no change as Cormac Buchanan gets that white flag. Tyler Bain Hoy still there in that second spot, and Jacob Vorkamp still there in that third place. So another good win to Cormac Buchanan here from Tyler Bain Hoy and Jacob Vorkamp.